Yeah, there's a problem with tap water. Yeah, there is a problem with water in plastic bottles. And yeah, there is a problem with RO systems that are polyfiltrated and can't stand chlorine. I don't know if anybody's noticed or not, but there's a lot of chlorine in the water that comes into all of our houses. And listen, these things cost a fortune. You wind up installing them in your home thinking that you've got some safety or standard plastic water filtration. But listen, they work for hours or days, but when they start to hit a decline curve, they crash completely and you have no idea. In some cases, they're creating a greater water hazard for you than you had just drinking out of your tap. And I kind of got sick of all these people that were making recommendations and then installing things in my house that I just couldn't verify whether or not they were working. I mean, I'm not going to send water samples up from my house to test labs every 3 weeks just to figure out what the guy down the street told me was working is actually working. It's one of the reasons that we really love the I Drink Living water system, because what we're using is basic distillation. Listen, guys, you get an opportunity with distillation to remove 99.9% of all of the contaminants from water, and you get to see with every single one of those loads, a gallon at a time. If it's a personal system, up to 60 gallons at a time in an 8-hour cycle if you're using one of our commercial systems to bottle water and distribute it to your own customers, your own customer base, and create your own business. And we can coach you how to do that. But listen, what you get to see is every single time you run one of these programs, you get to see the garbage that's literally being taken out of your water. What about all these filters? Because I'm seeing enough garbage come out of 1 gallon of water to clog up any real filter in a matter of hours or days. And it makes me mistrust what other people have told us. And listen, I think a lot of us have swallowed a lot of industry terminology, thoughts, and ideas over the years. And maybe we're tired of people telling us that plastic was a food contact safe substance. It's obviously not, with up to 100,000 nanoplastic particulates passing through into 1 liter of water based on recent studies. With 98% of Americans now confirmed in recent tests that have been done to have forever chemical trace elements in their cellular structure and blood. With new reports coming out from universities all over the world, and starting with the University of Southern California, that indicated that they believe that there is now no single body of water left on Earth, above ground or underground, that is not chemically contaminated with forever chemicals. And listen, I don't want to spend all of my time going, oh, we're all going to die, because we will. But we don't have to die from water. One of the things be super exciting for me as we've gone through this research is to invite you to be part of Make Water Your Business. We're going to use it to create a new mastermind. And that mastermind group is going to start bringing people together from all different kinds of industries, where you've got somebody that's in the gym industry, somebody that's focused on homeschooling, somebody that's in the nutritional industry, and people that understand that water affects anti-aging. It affects weight loss. It affects our mood. It helps us with regard to our brain. It helps us in every area of our life. It helps us to stave off cancers. It helps us to deal with diabetes. It helps us to sleep better. It helps us to deal with stress. In a book from Dr. Batman Gahelji, he's listed 48 completely separate physical and mental elements associated with proper mineralized hydration. And you're interacting with people in one of those areas where people around you, maybe even in your own family, need somebody to help them because they can't lose weight, because they're under too much stress, because they can't sleep correctly, because they've got chemical sensitivities and they find themselves fighting with migraine headaches, because they've got different kinds of diabetes class and they don't really know how to be able to affect different ways to be able to overcome it. There's so many different things that are going on with regard to chemical contaminations, nanoplastics. Sometimes I wonder if some of these things haven't literally been weaponized. But one of the greatest things in the world to be able to do when you realize that something is going on that is completely outside of your control is to apply the Serenity Prayer. What's in my control? What's outside of my control? And what gives me the ability to pray for the wisdom to understand the difference so that I don't have to go through life filled with anxiety about the things that are out of my control. What's in your control is the water that you drink. and how it's mineralized. What that also means is that it puts your understanding and knowledge about the use of that water into your control as it relates to your customers or people that are in your sphere of influence. You can make water your business. And if you wanted more information about how to do that, there's a link right below that would get you into an invitation where you could answer a few simple questions and we would be able to talk to you, not just about making water your business, but how to be a part of this new mastermind program that we're really excited about. So make sure and like, link, and subscribe. Hit the link below. And thanks for listening. Forward it to a friend. Forward it to anybody that needs to be encouraged about new profit centers, about new opportunities to take care of the planet, and about brand new ways to really regain our health and our strength.